And most of the country is in the midst of a drought. We'll tell you how the lack of rainfall is affecting Central Ohio. A significant portion of the country is facing a drought. More than 60% of the nation is in a moderate to severe drought, double that area in May. Meteorologist Ben Gelber shows us how the drought is already having an impact on Central Ohio.
You know, this year is shaping up a lot like 1988, and we had a devastating year that year. We have a lot of technology today we didn't have back then, that we have bigger roots and better stress tolerance, but we still have to have water. Because if you have excessive heat, you won't pollinate.
Historic warm weather in March allowed farmers to start planting weeks ahead of schedule. But now corn is pollinating under extremely hot and dry conditions and nights that are too warm, reducing the number of kernels.
The pollen comes from this part here and gets down to the silks, and that's what determines the size of the ear.
Our lawns and gardens are also feeling the heat stress.
We've had the 90-degree days and 100-degree days, and that takes a lot of evaporation out of the soil.
This year, the farmers in Central Ohio, they get a double whammy.
Larry WOLPERT's great-grandfather, John, bought farmland in Hilliard back in 1898 near an old train station that sat close to present-day Hilliard-Davidson High School.
And Grandpa never saw this exception where you had this extremely high temperatures of 100-plus degrees in addition to the lack of rain.
More than 1,000 counties in 26 states are in a drought emergency affecting a third of the nation's corn crop, and corn impacts 75% of what we buy in the supermarket.
Technology, Ben, has changed farming dramatically when it comes to yields. If we would have had this drought in 1950, when the average yield was probably about 50 bushels per acre for corn, it would have been devastating.
But even with genetically modified corn, advanced fertilizers, and farming techniques, corn still needs rain, specifically an inch of water every week to offset high evaporation.
Ben, unfortunately, we're at the mercy of the weather. Most of the corn grown in Ohio is without irrigation. So we have to have all the risk management tools possible so we can farm another day.
Oh boy, yes, and we could use even more rain, although it was very nice to see what did come down this afternoon.
We got the downpour. You heard the background sound there, the crunching. Every time we walk, the ground is hard. Folks are on Facebook reminding me how hard their backyards are just walking around.
You could cut your foot walking on this grass.
Yeah, you have to wear shoes. You can't go barefoot this time of year because it is just that brittle out. So at least today's rain, as you said, helped. Not everybody got it, but we'll take everything we can get. And we should have a few more chances this week.
That's good news.
So boy, do we need it.